everybody, and welcome into that Real Texas Team podcast, episode 111. We're here today to talk about the Houston Texans traveling up to Kansas City, Missouri, where they're going to be squaring off with the non-divisional most hated team by us. I'm joined, of course, by my resident co-hosts. Up at the top right, you got Chris, aka Pacman_King Freestyle on Instagram. One half of That's Crazy Podcast and Talk. So make sure you go like, subscribe wherever you can find him on the socials. Down here at the bottom, we got Magic Mike, aka the Black Mr. Clean. You can check him out at Maz3 Productions all across the social medias. Like, subscribe, notification bell. Do the same thing here. I'm trying to grow. We're at 350 at the time of this live stream. Like to see that number keep climbing. And of course, as always, if you are here watching, don't hesitate to enter the chat. We've already got somebody saying hello. Fuck the Chiefs and fuck the Colts. You got the right idea, Robert.
Love you, Robert.
The right idea, Robert. Gentlemen, how are we feeling about this matchup?
It's going to be a good game, guys. I don't think anybody's going to run away with it.
I think that these teams are going to have to lean hard into the run game because it's going to be cold.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of run games. It's going to be cold. Kaimi's weakness. So you really don't want to have to rely on the kicking game. So
this is crazy.
I mean, it is though.
It's his kryptonite, man. Cold weather.
He's from Hawaii. Yeah, they don't have a word for snow. But Kaimi's gonna go out there, and I suggested that they get his ass like a whale fat parka and just like park him at like right next to the heater the entire game.
Don't move.
And don't move. Don't move. You go out there, you kick, you come right the fuck back. And then that's it.
And
but
something else I thought about, I hope Damian Pierce ain't over there snitching.
He ain't got nothing to snitch about. Motherfucker wasn't involved on the offense.
He didn't really get to play offense, but I don't know, man.
He had like fucking, I think it was 12 carries for 27 yards.
Did we take the playbook back from his ass?
More than likely. Even if they got it, I mean, fuck. Kaylee shits the bed half the time anyway.
It doesn't matter what he calls.
Exactly. Texans and Jags will be in the playoffs without Mahomes easy. That'd be nice.
That really would be nice.
It'd be
Colts get to sit at home and the Chiefs get to sit at home.
Be like the year without Santa Claus, except for Santa Claus is a dick.
On cue.
Yeah. But gentlemen, we've got some injuries to get into. Let's start it off. Injury update. Tim Settle to IR.
Oh, that hurt me so much.
Yeah. Tim Settle to IR, which means that our defensive tackle depth now looks like Sheldon Rankins, who is ranked as the number 7 defensive tackle in football, according to PFF.
What? This is why I don't trust PFF. This is why I don't trust.
And then Tommy Togiai, I think, is like number 17. And then you have Mario Edwards Jr. and I think at some point Kurt Heinisch is supposed to be eligible to come back.
Oh, fuck. I forgot he was on the team.
Yeah.
You're not trying to be fun. I thought the same thing. I forgot he was on the team.
They'd mentioned it earlier in the season, and he obviously hasn't come back. So, maybe there's something going on that we're not being told. But in theory, he would be, he'd have to be activated. But
that's the whole reason why before talking on here, guys, why I brought up Foley, because other than Tommy, we don't actually have a nose tackle, actual nose tackle. We don't have one.
Yeah. Wasn't that the problem last year too?
Well, no, I mean, we had Foley, but Foley kept getting hurt.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But we didn't have Sheldon Rankins. We were in this position without Foley, but we also didn't have Sheldon Rankins.
Yeah, because he was gone. He came back, I know.
Yeah. So, I mean, like last year was what we were rolling out with Kurt Heinisch and Tommy Togiai, and I'm trying to think who else was even there.
Oh, that's it. Most of the same.
Yeah, it's mostly the same. But Tim Settle not being available, And it kind of sucks because last year he had all that shit talking he did and didn't get to back it up super well in that game. Like to see that come back, Like to see.
Well, some of it, there was some crazy flags that got called while I think he was trying to make his mark on that game.
Well, the thing is, this is a contract year for him, and he was having a really good year.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think there's anything that happens that keeps the Texans from bringing him back unless somebody else just offers him more money.
Yeah.
Because if we pay Brevin Jordan this many times without him actually playing, yeah, I think Tim Settle can get some money.
Yeah.
You're for real.
More than likely. Yeah. Another big issue. We don't know what the game status is yet, but Kamari Lassiter, questionable. And this comes on a week where D'Amico Ryans has been singing his praises, calling him the best tackling corner in football, and telling all the young DBs in the world, if you want to learn how to tackle as a corner, you need to watch Kamari Lassiter, which is about the damn truest thing I've ever heard. I mean, for a guy his size, the only fear he has is the fear of God. And that's about it.
That's very little of that one.
So if he doesn't play, that means we got Tremon Smith on the outside.
Oh, shit.
We do have Jalen Petrie, which for the first time in this Texans-Chiefs, I don't even want to call it a rivalry because we haven't won, but in this Texans-Chiefs squabble era of both of our teams being decent, this is the first time he's been available.
Holy shit.
He missed both the games last year.
Because it was the pec muscle last year, right?
Well, 2023 he missed because that was the pec. And then, no, wait.
I thought last year was the pec.
Last year was the pec. 2023, I think he was still playing like normal safety. So like he wasn't really like playing the slot all that much.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because I think he moved to the slot later on that season.
A little bit. I mean, I think
because you talking about 2023 because he wasn't at first, but then later on they changed him and he was playing like that slot position. And
2023 was the first year under D'Amico, right?
Yeah.
The first year under D'Amico, he was playing all safety.
Yeah.
But you remember D'Amico kept benching him.
Yeah, because he was playing shitty.
Yeah.
And then they found a way to use his ass. CJ Stroud going to light up the Chiefs. 21 plus points in our defense will be too much for Patrick. Chiefs have too many issues.
I like it,
look, we have a prime opportunity to take a Chiefs team that is not only the thorn in our side, but literally the entire AFC playoff field's side. This is a team that has made it to the AFC Championship game every year for the last 7 years. They have not missed the playoffs in a decade.
I think this
predates Mahomes.
I think this is going to be the 1 week everybody in the AFC is going to be cheering for the Texans, except for Chiefs fans.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody who's not a Chiefs fan will probably be pulling for the Texans in this one. Because if the Chiefs lose, the road to the playoffs it gets real rough. You got to hope and wish.
The thing about it is, if we win this game, it gets a lot easier for us.
Oh yeah,
and
I mean, there's
that we have to beat the Colts. It gets very easy for us because I think the Chargers are extremely beatable.
And they're playing the Eagles this week.
We don't know what Eagles team going to show up, but
true. But if the Bills lose, if the Chargers lose, and we win, there's an opportunity for not just the Texans, but the Texans, the Colts, and the Jaguars to be in the playoff picture heading into week 15. So some interesting things. We were talking earlier about the injuries. One of our commenters brought up the injury issues. No Trey Smith. They're all pro right guard.
Definitely.
Jawan Taylor, their right tackle, who's a serviceable right tackle. He just consistently has false starts. Out. Their left tackle that they drafted, Simmons, on IR. He's not playing. So you are looking at an offensive line for the Kansas City Chiefs that is depleted and running on fumes. And this Texans defensive line, while they might be down Tim Settle, those tackle or the edge rushers are going to be able to feast on those tackles.
Yeah. This actually is probably going to be a good game for Sheldon Rankins, too.
Could be. Could be. We're going to need one because they're going to try to run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to try to do anything that they can to take the pressure, the pressure that Daniil and Will Anderson are generating off of Mahomes. So they're going to try to run the ball, and they're going to try to get the ball out quick. The Texans defense has a great opportunity this week to shut this whole thing down. You know, Travis Kelce's probably going to retire after this year. So there's a good shot that this might be the last of the old guard, the last gasp here of this dynasty, at least for this season.
Yeah, because you would want to beat them.
Yeah. If you are the one to dethrone the king, I mean,
it's nice shot of becoming the king. It really does.
Mm-hmm. But
if we could exercise, I think I said it earlier this year. If we could exercise those demons this year, we've already got rid of that Baltimore monkey off our back.
We beat the Bills.
We've beaten the Bills. If we can get rid of that Chiefs one, the ghost of Bill O'Brien can finally go to rest.
Yep. I will say, you know, coming into this year, we were looking at the schedule. We were assuming that of the Ravens, Bills, and Chiefs games, those are going to be the hardest games. We're going to struggle with those. We're now 2 games into that 3-game slate and 2-0.
Yep.
There could be a little bit of riding the ship happening. What's up, Chris?
I feel like we handled them quite well also every game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Bills game, I mean, it was a little in doubt, but once we got up, it kind of felt like the Bills couldn't do anything. And then the Ravens game, because there was no Lamar, but this is a Chiefs game that is not only winnable for us, but this is a potential to make a statement and finally become one of those teams that's an actual threat in the AFC and solidify our contendership, I should say.
I'm not going to lie to you. I get a little nervous when the national pundits start heaping praise on us.
Mm-hmm.
When it's, oh, man, the Texans, that's a team nobody wants to see. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. I feel like you say that.
Yeah. So Daryl says CJ needs to not stand in the pocket too much. If it's not there, throw it away. He doesn't need to hold the ball, but I mean, honestly, when he's played his best this year, he's been able to navigate the pocket and find somebody open across the middle of the field, and that's usually what he's waiting on. His problem is he's got almost no concept of how healthy the pocket is around him.
None, because he looks confused out there.
Yeah. Bozarth says Fudikasi is a beast in the middle. Would love to see him with some TFLs. If he wasn't on IR,
yeah,
that would be ideal. But he is
and that's a fact. I don't think any of us can spell his name correctly, man.
But I think he actually did.
He did?
I think he did.
Man.
I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna take his word for it. It's perfect spelling as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I mean,
it's always gonna be Foley's to me.
I'm not grading, and I'm not his English teacher or anything, so who gives a shit?
Foes, I'm tripping.
But if he was available, yeah, that'd be nice. So we kind of touched on it all a little bit, but let's kind of dig deeper here. What are the ways to win in Kansas City, in your opinions? What is one thing we got to do, Chris, to beat the Kansas
Limit
City?
mistakes. Limit
Limit
mistakes. Penalties. And they're always going to fall under mistakes, but limit mistakes. And the penalties are probably the biggest thing. Stay away from penalties. And I also think just stay on the gas. All of that conservative playing in the second half, I don't care. Man, stay on their necks. Because I feel like they start playing that conservative shit, Patrick Mahomes is just gonna reel them back in.
Yep.
Like they some salmon.
Limit mistakes, don't play conservative.
Tackle.
Yeah, you can't play conservative this game. You cannot. That cannot be on your agenda.
Yeah. Mike, one thing they got to do to win?
Tackle. Really tackle. Not this, I'm trying to knock him out every time, so I'm not wrapping up shit. Can't do that. Because when Patrick Mahomes, and I say when Patrick Mahomes takes off, because he's going to. Mm-hmm. He does it against us every year.
Well, he's also in the middle of like his best rushing season as a quarterback.
Yep.
So
Aziz, we got you on the fine, bro.
There'll be at least 3. To echo, you guys limit your mistakes, minimize the penalties, don't play too conservative, tackle well. I think the offensive line, the Texans offensive line, has to put in its best day of the year. This defensive line for the Chiefs has not been playing great this season. You do not want to be the catalyst for them getting up on and revving that motor up and getting up to the high RPMs down to this last 5-game stretch. You've got to put the kibosh on all that and let this offensive line move people running the ball and keep CJ fucking clean.
Thank you. Establish the run. I forgot all about that. We've got to keep them honest with the run. I ain't saying we got to have 100 yards from our rushing, but bro, everything needs to be forward. If we run the ball, it's got to be forward. No losses.
Yep. Let me ask you guys a question. And I know we haven't all played football for, not just for a long time, but we haven't all played football for the same lengths of time.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever played a game when it's cold outside?
Like hell. Yep.
Okay. What team usually ends up winning that game?
The team that runs the ball.
Team that runs the ball, because the team that runs the ball the best usually hits you in the fucking mouth.
Yep.
It's the most physical team in the cold weather. They're going to try to absolutely move your fucking entire defensive unit. You've got to not be. When we're on defense, we're the immovable object. When we're on offense, we got to be the unstoppable force. Simple as that.
It's the trenches.
If we win the trenches, on both sides of the ball, this game is it's going to be over before it starts.
Mm-hmm.
May I remind you, when the Chiefs, lost the Super Bowl the first time to Tom Brady, what was the issue with the Chiefs offense?
Could not protect Patrick Mahomes.
What was the issue last year against the Eagles when the Chiefs were in the Super Bowl?
Offensive line.
Protect Patrick Mahomes. They could not protect him.
Now, what issue are they walking into this game with?
God damn it, I'm starting to sound repetitive. They better not be able to protect Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. We are, without a doubt, one of the defenses that is insanely possible of taking over a game. I'm not saying that it's a definite, but I'm saying that we got a real good shot. We got to get everything in gear, rolling early. If we can get 14 points up before halftime, first of all, that's like fucking magic to my ears right now. But if we can get 14 points up before halftime and not let this game be close, I feel a lot better about everything. Got a couple comments here. Got to jump on them and wrap them up like a spider monkey. Damn right.
Okay.
We got a Chiefs fan.
Oh,
As a Chiefs fan, I'm telling you, y'all don't need to be worried about losing to my Chiefs. They'll shoot themselves in the foot, penalties, drop passes, overthrows, and then they'll abandon the running game.
woo.
You just ping your ears back then. That's what it sounds like.
Yep. The less flags, the better. Amen. Y'all about to stomp us. I have no confidence in my team that they made any adjustments. Look, anytime we come into some sort of like favorable environment, it's usually not super favorable.
Yeah,
Like,
we find a way.
yeah. But we got to figure something out. Third down's a key make the first down. Yeah. If we can get 50% better on third down,
third and 2, third and 3.
Yeah. Now the defense is solid. The offensive line is playing its best football of the season. I would venture to say that both of the sacks taken last week are not actually on the offensive line. CJ stepped up into one, and he stepped out into one.
Yep. He was bailing. He was bailing out on that second one.
Yeah. So
he stepped up into the pocket,
the way it was constructed, that was just so you can give them passes on those, but like I say, they got to finish in the red zone. That is a big thing. Finishing in the red zone. Like I don't think that I have not seen them have a problem moving the ball up and down the field. If that makes sense. In all this season, they just gotten into the red zone too many times and not converted, or gone for it on fourth down and not converted in the red zone. And you're like, okay, well, it's fine because if our defense gets backed up, but what if just so happens they drive down the field, so.
Well, and the thing has been like this. I've noticed that if y'all have been watching the games, if you see Nico, Hutch, even Woody, for some reason, as we're getting into the red zone, like if it's a long play that start outside the red zone, have you seen how hard they fight to get into the end zone? Like they don't even want to be in that red zone.
Yep. Let's see Bozarth. For me, this game goes back to revenge for Houston for the 93 spoilers, getting spanked by Montana. It'd be so awesome to see H-Town get revenge on KC.
Oh, see, now that's somebody that's my age. There's not very many people know about that.
And the tush push, save that for the goal line. It's the Stover dozer. That's what I prefer. The Stover dozer.
Well, like I said, everybody in the league. Yep. See, everybody in the league should have their version of this till we can't use it next year, because I don't think it's going to make it past this year.
No. Another way to win, and this is kind of because we don't know what's going on with Kamari. If Traymon Smith is on the outside, if that is the situation, then, obviously Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, the guys that they have on the outside that are the definition of speed, those guys become like, okay, are we going to have Stingley follow anybody? Are we going to have, Traymon play more slot than outside? What are we going to do? At the end of the day, we cannot allow their speedy receivers to get by us. We cannot allow the over-the-top plays. We allow a lot of large chunk plays, but we just don't allow a lot of touchdowns. We're like top 5 in chunk plays, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, considering we're also number 1 in yards allowed, number 2 in yards allowed, number 1 in points scored. So our defense.
It's just the chunk plays are ridiculous, though. That's the thing about it. It's just they don't happen that often, but they're just ridiculous when they do happen.
Oh, 1,000%.
And it's going to sound crazy when y'all guys hear me say this. Y'all do know Traymon Smith is actually the fastest Texan.
I'm not worried about him getting burned as much as I am
him not having enough coverage experience.
Yeah. Well, it's not. I mean, he's been in the league for a minute. It's more of, I just don't think there's a reason he's a backup. You know what I mean? He's not Kamari. He's not Stingley. He's not Laster, or he's not Petrie. And I think it kind of speaks volumes that they had the rookie Jalen Smith out there ahead of Traymon Smith when Jalen was healthy.
Yeah.
So I just don't want Traymon to be exposed.
Like you said, he's the backup to the backup. He's not even a backup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, they brought in Damon Arnett to take his position, and Damon didn't do it. He just didn't do it.
Chief DeLorean said, all I ask is you guys don't hurt Mahomes and don't run up the score. Well, I can guarantee you that we're probably not going to run up the score.
No.
If you're a betting man, I would put the under on this game, which is at like 41.5, which I thought would be the lowest over under of the week. But the Titans and Browns had other things to say about that. And that, by the way, that one is 33.5.
Are you serious?
That's crazy. And I think that's going to go over. That's crazy.
No, dude, man. I don't know.
Yeah, the Titans defense ain't bad. I mean, they were against Jacksonville, so we'll see.
And Cleveland's defense.
Miles Garrett might tie that sack record this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can see that happening.
More than likely. Let's talk about some players to watch. I'm going to start with somebody on Kansas City's roster, Chris Jones. Chris Jones is a mammoth on the defensive line for them. He's been a force for years. Apparently, he goes by Stone Cold. That's his nickname.
Wow. Oh, you saw that too?
Oh, yeah. And I think it's hilarious the way CJ was asked about that, and he's like, who?
He's like, who?
That's what they're calling him? All right. But if he's Stone Cold, which one of the Texans' offensive linemen is the Rock?
I mean,
it's got to be Titus.
Yeah, Titus Howard.
I would say, who else? It has to be Titus.
It's Titus Howard. Titus Howard has at times completely shut down Chris Jones. I think it was two games ago. Chris Jones didn't register a single stat. So Titus needs to have one of those Herculean efforts again against him to make sure he's not a problem. But, you know, this entire Chiefs defense is they're still good. Like, they're still quality defense, but they're just not hitting the same gear that they have been in the past.
They look a step slow.
Yeah.
The whole defense looks a step slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you guys have a particular player to watch?
If I'm going to say for the Chiefs, is Karlaftis. He murdered us the last time we played
it. Hold on. Brandon says Chris Jones is washed. And then he corrected it to washed. Look, he may or may not be. He may or may not be, but you don't want to have that resurgence game against us. Can't allow it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys.
No, I just like the fact that him possibly being washed. I like it. I would love to Chief DeLorean, I'm sorry to even say this. I would love to see the Chiefs implode Sunday night. I would love to see that.
Yeah. It'd be nice. A year without the Chiefs. It'd be kind of wild. Chris, is there a player, Texans or Chiefs, that you feel like has to have a big game this week?
Well, I have one from each team.
Okay.
I will start with the Chiefs. And if you want to be honest, not even on the defense, it'll be Kareem Hunt for me. Ooh. And that's just because he's been playing well lately. I believe because I think they're going to try extremely hard to impose the run on us because their offensive line is going to be really terrible. On top of it's going to be cold. So that's going to be a problem for them. So I think Kareem Hunt's going to be someone to watch because they're also like, even though we're are we number one in rushing or like at least top three? There always seems like a big play that happens out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and,
we're up there.
And you know, and it's always seems like once a game, but it's just out of nowhere. And then I don't know what happens, and like the teams seem to stop running. So that's what we hope is going to happen.
Craziest thing to me ever, too.
And they just stop rushing. But for the Texans, CJ Stroud. Nobody else. I'm not offensive line, none of that. Not CJ Stroud, like I say, he played okay. He threw for 276 yards. He was okay. No touchdown, interception. He played okay.
I actually think Ursery too.
Huh?
Ursery's got to have a good game. Because, you know, if you're looking at that offensive line, you see Ursery on one side and Trent Brown on the other. I'm going to avoid Trent Brown.
I mean, yeah, you're going to try to attack the rookie for sure.
Yeah. So that's why I say Ursery's got to hold his own. Show what he's been getting better each week. This is the week to put it all together.
Yeah. This can't be understated. This is a Steve Spagnuolo defense that he will figure out ways.
Might help. Titus is right there next to him, though.
That should be a learning thing for him. Titus was actually a pretty decent left tackle when he got to play it.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I get it. It's just because Titus can basically play every position but center, which he has done. But besides that being the point, I think he'll be a big help just right there, just to help him out. Set your feet like this. I don't know. I'm just, and I'm talking about in-game situations. Try this next time. Maybe that'll work.
Yeah.
So I do think that's a big deal. I also think that we're going to run the ball quite a bit also, which is what I would rather.
Yeah.
Or throw it to Nico. I'm run the ball or throw it to Nico. Don't throw it to nobody else. I even trust Schultz. Don't throw it to nobody else. Throw it to Nico. I don't care. I know our rookie's been playing good. Throw it to Nico.
C. Bozarth says, hopefully Nico's matchup with their depleted secondary will open up things for Higgins and vice versa. If our O-line can protect at least average like they have been performing. Yeah.
Yeah. And
great.
Other thing that I'm still thinking of in my head, stop running Jaquavius between the tackles. Let Nick Chubb run between the tackles, guys.
No, they're going to keep doing that. They've been doing it all. Ever since he started getting more reps, they've been doing it. I don't understand it.
But yeah, and that's why he ends up hobbling every game.
Bro, I know. I know. He ends up having to come out the game for a couple of plays.
Yep. Look, he's a tough son of a bitch, but you don't want to be breaking your running back right now. Brandon,
about making the playoffs.
Right. Brandon says Chris Jones is going to get cocky and line up across from Blake Fisher, then realize Fisher is the sixth offensive lineman, not the right tackle. Damn. Hear me out. Current O-line is better at blocking than relying on Schultz and Fisher 1v1, their best guys.
We did that so much last year. God.
The most. Like, it was all the fucking time. I want CJ to have a breakout game, you and me both.
Hey.
What up, Eric? Don't worry, they will implode. They've done it all year. Just throw to whoever Kamari Connor is covering. They will always blitz on third and long, predictable.
Which is so crazy. And they did that to us multiple times. And it was like we were never ready for it.
Yeah. How about Schultz? Schultz having a good game is important. I mean, he's done a lot more. I think he'll be a consistent, element to this offense. But I think their linebacker, Nick Bolton, who's maybe not playing his best football, is still athletic enough to absolutely smother Schultz in coverage. So that it's going to be an interesting matchup, honestly.
That was the plan for Brevin, because Brevin, he's not. He can't He can't run with Brevin.
Chris Jones so washed the Chiefs are selling him tickets to attend.
God,
it's crazy.
To put it in perspective, Chris Jones has 10 tackles this year, not sacks, tackles.
Damn. I bet
Big
the Chiefs aren't feeling great about that investment.
No, big if true. All right, gents. Any other players to watch?
Name them all, in my opinion.
Well, one Higgins. Higgins has to have a decent game because he's got to make them honest. Because the game against the Colts, they were triple teaming Nico at certain times.
Yeah,
and that's when Higgins stepped up. So yeah, Higgins has got to be there. Noel, I don't even want to see Braxton Berrios wear a jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see him in a hoodie.
I'd love to see Jalen Noel on the field. That'd be nice.
That's it.
Like his running back kicks.
Yeah. Get him the ball in his hands. Well, gentlemen, let's get into some score predictions. Let's start off. We're not just doing the Texans game, boys. We're going to do some things. We're going to talk about some stuff. Woody has been edging closer and closer to breaking a long one, just an ankle tackle away. Watch Damian Pierce be sitting front row. Why don't they use British Brooks more a running back? I like Woody Marks. I think it's just because British is probably not what they wanted at fullback. I think he was on the practice squad to start the year until Jakob Johnson got hurt. So, I think he's the best of a bad situation. Now that Jakob's back, he's kind of playing even less and more special teams. Brooks was still running into the backs of guys when they tried. Yeah. He's not the greatest, but situationally, I wouldn't be opposed to using. But let's start off with the game no one cares about. Tennessee Titans at Cleveland Browns. The Browns are 4.5-point favorites, 33.5-point over under. Gentlemen, how are we feeling?
Well, Titans versus the Browns.
I'm actually sort of hoping Shedeur doesn't give them a reason to put Deshaun.
Oh, dude, I forgot all about Deshaun. He's practicing.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he does not give them a reason to put Deshaun back in there.
He's gonna get hurt again.
Well, it ain't just that. They've made a very large investment in Deshaun. So I know it's possible. And this team seems so confused about what they do that even if Shedeur has a good game, I think they still revisit the idea of putting Deshaun back in there.
Yeah, I can see that. But give me a score prediction.
Score prediction? I know the Titans struggle to score. 10-24 Browns.
All right. I'm going to go 17-10 Browns. I just feel like neither one of these offenses is going to be able to do shit. Probably Titans score on a special teams touchdown, and the fucking Browns have a defensive touchdown or two, and then kick a field goal. That both teams kick a field goal. That's basically the only offensive contributions. Chris, how are you feeling?
13-9 Browns.
God damn. So somebody's kicking 3 field goals, right?
Mm-hmm. All right. Now for the ones that actually matter. The Indianapolis Colts are traveling down to Duval, and they're going to be taking on the Jaguars, where the Colts are favored by 1.5, and the over-under 46.5. The Colts have not won in Jacksonville since 2014.
I don't think it's going to happen this week either. I don't think it's going to happen this week.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hit me with your score.
That guy Sunshine is probably going to have his best game of the year. 34-24.
Okay. Chris?
Oh yeah, no, I don't like that one. I do not believe Jacksonville is going to put up that many points. Uh, I'm just being honest. I know it seems like they have been. I'm going 28-14, coach.
You think the Colts actually gonna pull one out?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Chris on this one. I think the Colts are going to win this. I think it's going to be a little closer than that. I'm going to go 21-20. And here's my thinking of it, and it's not because of the history of not winning in Duval or any of that. I just thought experiment with me here, gentlemen. The Jaguars have the easiest schedule down the stretch here, so they're going to have. I think they have like 3 gimmies. Let me just ramble this off right here. So they got Indy, the Jets, the Broncos, the Colts again, and then the Titans. So they got the Jets.
They got 2 gimmies.
2 gimmies. They already
Jets
have
might not be able to give me. Justin Fields ain't playing.
Well, that's true.
Tyrod ain't that much better.
Well, no, but at least he throws the ball.
They've been putting up way more points. They've been putting up points.
But that being said, the Colts' schedule is a lot more difficult. They go at Jacksonville this week, at Seattle, home against San Francisco, home against Jacksonville, at Houston. So all the rest of their schedule is in the playoffs. And then, of course, we have 2 gimmies, allegedly, with Arizona and Las Vegas.
No, we got 3. Kansas City, add them to the list. Nah, we're not doing that. 3 gimmies. I don't care. I'm 10 settled today.
Gimmies mean the other team gonna lay down, right?
So
Tim Settles. We doing this for Tim Settles.
Yeah. So with that being said, if the Jaguars were to lose this game, the Colts are more than likely going to lose at least 3, maybe 4 more games. So if they lose, if they win this game, that puts them at 9-4. And if they lose the last 4, they end up 9-8. Right?
Let's just hope they don't tie, because then we're going to be stuck in the same spot.
Yeah, facts. But if the Jags win, that gives them a W, and then they play the Jets, and that's, presumably 10 wins right there. Then you're playing at Denver, at Indianapolis, at Tennessee. Tennessee's win number 11 for sure. Maybe you can win another one out of the Denver and second Colts game, and then you're looking at 12 wins. Then any shot of us winning the South is gone. So the Colts need to win this game because they have the best shot of coughing up the lead.
Yeah.
And then
Jacksonville does Jacksonville things sometimes.
They do sometimes, but they have the best shot of winning the last couple. And if they lose this game, then we are, put into the playoff picture if we win, because we have the better division record at the moment. So yeah, we want the Colts to win in theory.
It sounds like we do. It definitely does sound like we do.
Yeah. But that being said, I have the Colts winning 21-20. So let's get on to the Texans traveling to Kansas City. Chiefs are a 3.5, the most important game. 3.5 point favorite Chiefs and 41.5 point over under. Gentlemen, how are we feeling?
Okay, so we didn't do our prediction for this.
Now, I'm going to tell you, first off, I am going with the Texans. I am definitely going with the Texans.
All right.
I'm going to say this out loud. Y'all know I'm always the high guy. 31-17.
Damn. Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's a number.
I know.
And I'm right there with Mike. 30-14.
Damn.
Ooh, okay.
Hold on. Well, I'm saying 30. that a score? Is that a reachable score? Let me do some math.
I mean, yeah, you can do that.
I know, but it can't be like no weird number where it's damn near impossible. That
You like trying. We need a safety to get this number.
like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, no, I
Robert
think that would be possible though, because with a field goal, so that had to be what was that? 4 touchdowns,
three touchdowns, 3 extra points, and 3 field goals.
Oh, okay, yes, there we go. I can see that happening. You don't.
Robert
like,
says, we stuffed Taylor. Their CBs suck. Jacoby can actually catch the ball. Look at the stats since Jacoby's signing. Arizona has one more scoreless than any team. They're sneaky.
Oh, he means they've won one
Has
score
more
game.
one score
games.
Okay, I got you. In that case, 20-19 Chiefs. Look, bro, the Jags aren't winning the division. Just get over it.
Stop.
It's not happening, bro. It's just
glitter kitties.
I get it, repping your team, but it's just not happening. I'm going 24-13 Houston.
Oh, you definitely keeping on that under. Well, I like to say one of us got to be logical.
Yeah. I'll be that guy.
I'll be damned if I said that the Chiefs are a team that we should just roll over because we coming. So,
bro, did you just call them the Cheeks?
Kansas City Cheeks. I'm with that. That's a fun nickname.
I thought he called them the Cheeks.
I might
Fires,
have.
Robert, we're gonna have to link up sometime.
Yes, sir.
But all right, gentlemen, I think this is a good spot to go ahead and wrap her up. Do we have any closing comments, concerns, anything?
Let's go Rockets. They just over my bad. No, I gotta go ahead. I'm being fun.
Always on that one. But what if I was gonna say anything, Texans fans, we're out there. We're gonna be the nationally televised game, meaning that all these other teams get to find out their results much earlier than us, and then they gotta watch. We need to show the rest of America what we can do. And Texans fans, don't go to sleep. Don't sleep on your team. If they ain't showed you nothing else, watch the game all the way to the end.
Yes, sir.
We're going to put the kids to bed.
With that being said, gentlemen, I want to thank you both for taking time out of your hectic lives to come on and talk Texans ball. Always appreciate you guys. And always the people in the comments, Robert, C, Bozarth, Eric, Brandon, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, notification bell, and hold on, Robert. Next year's Texans at Jags for sure. Oh yeah. We went this year.
We went this year, but y'all gotta figure out a way to cover that goddamn stadium. That sun was whoo.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm still peeling. But anyway, make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe button. We're trying to get in front of new AFC South fans, new Texans fans. Do the same thing for Mike at Mass 3 Productions all across the social medias. Trying to get his channel to grow. Do the same thing for Chris with the top right at That's Crazy Podcast and Talk. Trying to get his channel popping off. Mostly, folks, be good people. Go Texans. Fuck the Colts and the Cowboys.
Yo.
Ooh. Fuck the Seeds.